What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another episode. I'm your host, T.
Tasha.
And welcome to the Adventures of
TNT.
So, in this video, we're going to go ahead and kick off our journey into Tom MacDonald. We're going to go ahead and go down the Tom MacDonald rabbit hole since so many of you fans have joined the channel and
welcome.
Yes, and have decided to take this journey with us. So, let's go ahead and I just want to go ahead and tell you guys a little bit about ourselves as well as give you an introduction into where we are with our journey with hip hop. Because originally, when we did our Tom MacDonald reactions, we let you guys know that we kind of fallen out of love with hip hop. We kind of stopped listening to a lot of hip hop artists, and hearing his music from Fake Woke to Snowflakes, and I think it was Dear Slim. Those are the only three songs we heard so far. It was kind of refreshing hearing his perspective, hearing that he actually had something to say, he had bars, and that it was different from a lot of the hip hop that we've listened to recently. So once again, I'm T.
T.
Yeah. On this reaction channel, I do a lot of metal and hard rock and alternative music, and you are.
Country.
Yes, Tasha does country music.
A little bit of country.
And so, guys, if you love those genres of music, definitely check out all the different bands and groups that we have on the channel. So, as far as hip hop, what is your experience with hip hop? What type of hip hop do you like and do you listen to?
My favorite is A Tribe Called Quest.
Okay.
And I just love their style, the jazz, and the overall feeling that I got listening from them.
Right.
And it's just something so classic that I can listen to over and over again. Also, it was something that I could listen to without being demeaned.
Okay.
And a lot of hip hop growing up, even the best rappers, Tupac and Biggie, and I love Biggie in particular, not realizing him calling women bees and hoes or bees and shovels, what that would do to me as a kid.
Okay.
And that music really wasn't welcomed in our house, but kids find ways or whatever, or your friends, you go to your friend's house and you listen to it. But that was, for me, one of the first groups that I just loved their musicianship and the different styles that they implemented within their music. It had a very, they really respected blues and jazz and R&B within their music.
Okay.
And I didn't think anybody else was doing that.
Right. And so you listen more towards or lean more towards older school hip hop than newer school stuff.
I don't listen to the new stuff. I don't even know what they're saying, and I sound like my mom when I was growing up because she didn't understand hip hop when I was growing up.
Right.
And now I sound just like her. It's like I don't know what they're saying, and then I'll go pull up the lyrics and it still don't make sense.
Yeah.
It's like, what is this? What has happened? And some of them lack talent, but some actually do have the talent where they can sing, they can rap, they are very, just they're musicians, but for some reason, they put out garbage.
Well, it's the industry. The industry makes them focus on putting out certain things having a specific look. Now, for me, I'm an older school hip hop guy. I like old school stuff. I do like this a good portion of hip hop in the 90s. I grew up listening to a lot of gangster rap. One of the first artists that I started listening to was Snoop Dogg and NWA, and that was because my father had the CDs and cassettes, and I would sneak off and go listen to it because it had curse words.
Oh, okay.
And so for me, I would listen to it because of the entertainment value of it. But growing up and watching and seeing the violence and all the other and all the stuff that was portrayed in these videos, I always knew and I could always see in my mind that it wasn't real. it was these guys were talking about things that they've experienced, and they would share their stories. But I knew that majority of it was entertainment, because what we've come to find is that with a lot of artists that are out here, or even with a lot of rap music and hip hop music that's out there now, a lot of it is based in entertainment. And from what I've seen is some people can't separate the entertainment part from real life. They can't see some of these artists in like, this is like a movie, a violent movie versus real life. They see them as, I have to mimic this.
Or something to look up to.
Yes. And I think that that's something that runs rampant in the black community,
But
where a lot of young black youth watch these artists and then they can't differentiate to say, hey, you know, if these guys were out here really shooting, robbing, and doing this, they would be in prison.
Right, but it's the lack of guidance.
Yeah.
And it's the lack of self-awareness.
Yeah.
And so to be able to have that thought process to separate those two things and say, is this logical?
Right.
You know.
And I think there's a certain level of accountability that some of the artists should take, or even the music industry should take, for the content that they put out there. But anyway, that's our story. And I think that as we continue going down this Tom MacDonald rabbit hole, we're going to go ahead and keep sharing tidbits of our perspective on hip hop, rap, the music industry, and where it has been and where it's heading. So without further ado, let's go ahead and jump into this video. This is Dear Rappers. Ready, baby?
I'm ready.
All right, let's go.
Man, it's easy for these rappers who have it all. Talk about the days when they used to be sad. I guess I can't relate to being famous and wealthy. I'm 28 and still praying for the day I have a chance. Maybe y'all can help me out though. I'm just trying to take care of my household. I don't even want to make my mouth go. I just want to win before the system that I'm in gets a hold of me again and starts to squeeze under my chin until I'm out cold. Dear rappers, can you help me? I'll even take a selfie with your album that I bought. I got every single CD that you ever fucking dropped. I spent everything I had and I never had a lot. Oh my god, what a mess. Your words help me deal with the stress. Used to contemplate my suicide the nights I was depressed. Used to pop you in a boombox and sit up on my desk, listen to your music till I felt it in my chest. But these days it's like you don't have nothing left. Your music feels kinda like you're trying to write a check. Everything is digital, I mean no disrespect, but I'm paying even more and you give me even less. What the fuck? You taught me to think, you taught me to grow, you taught me the things to survive on my own. But now you teach me to drink, you teach me to smoke, you teach me to think. Every woman's a hoe. I don't want your Xanax bars or your fancy foreign cars. Throw your money in my face and try to tell me that it's art. Yeah. Just a drug addict on TV. I can't hear another fucking song about abusing medication that I had to take just to stay alive. There's more important shit than what you wear and where you live and who you fucking, what you drink and what you spend and what you drive. Rappers full of bullshit. Rappers just a marketing vehicle for the product that the man wants you to buy. Rap about a full clip. Rappers just promoting different liquors and varieties of ways that you could die. Yeah. Dear rappers, can you help me? Are you almost out of alcohol to sell me? Tell me, cause drinking every night can be the way to getting wealthy. If I'm really being honest, all this shit is overwhelming. I need someone to look up to. You're living in a country that elected Donald Trump. You're living in a country where police are killing people every day and all you wanna talk about is doing drugs. You've been blinded by the money, you've been blinded by the cars, you've been blinded by the women. Don't know who the fuck you are. Thought I knew you when I spent $100 on a ticket to your show, and now I feel like you stole my fucking money and I'm broke. Man, you taught us how to rap and you taught us how to dress and you taught us how to act if we wanted to impress. Now you're teaching me to live like I know you never would. What you're preaching to these kids is keeping them inside the hood. Your Xanax bars or your fancy foreign cars. Throw your money in my...
All right, y'all, we never pause these videos. We never pause our reactions. But come on.
Wow. Okay.
All right, wait. Save your thoughts.
Okay.
We're going to go ahead and finish the song. Let's go.
Face and try to tell me that it's art.
Just straight up and that.
I don't want your
place everything a life that wouldn't even live.
or your fancy foreign cars. Throw your money in my face and try to tell me that it's art. No. Just a drug addict on TV. Yeah.
drug addict on TV. That is crazy. That is crazy. I know I'm gonna enjoy this journey. I know I'm gonna enjoy this journey. He snapped throughout the whole song.
This was facts in poetry. Okay. Wow. I am almost speechless.
But you know what? Essentially, this video, this song summed up everything that we were saying.
Yeah.
Because I like how he made the comparison. You used to teach me this. You used to teach me that. You told me how to do this. And now it's like you teach me this. Mm-hmm. And I feel like I've been ripped off.
Yeah. And it's just like, and it's so crazy because I was talking to, I don't think he was a subscriber, but a viewer yesterday, because he was mad at us for saying what we said about Tom. And he didn't like it because he said there were other black rappers who say these things. And what I hate is when people conveniently use race to make a point. And in this industry, the good rappers which are outnumbered. And I've never heard anyone come for anyone like this man has, okay? Yeah. He is just telling the truth. He's not holding anything back. And when you are signed to a label, there are just certain things that you cannot say, okay? And this music has been a detriment to our community, where people continuously perpetuate this lifestyle to where it is out of control. And I had to have a talk with this gentleman because I was like, if our ancestors, and I said, I don't know about your ancestors, but if my ancestors can see how we're behaving and all their hard work to get us where we are now and to see how we acting, they will be rolling over in their graves.
Right. And one of the points that he made that I said that this was a part of my journey with hip hop was, while I was growing up listening to music, listening to everything these guys talk about, you know, cops and robbers and all this and stuff that they do, mm-hmm. you know, I could separate. This is entertainment. This is a song. This is no different than me watching Arnold Schwarzenegger go into the jungle and slaughter a whole bunch of people. You know what I'm saying? But what the verse in there that I like that he said was, you perpetuate a lifestyle that you don't even live yourself. And we talk about this so much because we see that a lot of these rappers out here, well, yeah, I do this and I push weight and I beat up people and blah, blah, blah. But then you look at what they're doing on TMZ or in the Hollywood Hills or whatever, and it's, oh, I'm chilling in my mansion, or I'm trying to give you real estate advice.
So there's one incident.
But we'll save that for another video.
I know, but I'm just going to touch on it just a little bit, where I did a video that went viral. It's on Facebook, called something about the pink trap house, because 2 Chainz, he's a rapper, he put a pink trap house with a oven to cook crack and a car that said trap in a house. I think it was in actually Buckhead. And
which is a wealthy district in Atlanta.
But whether it's wealthy or not, you turned a regular house into a trap house. And I made a story about it, and people got mad at me. I got death threats. I was called a coon. I was called a Uncle Tom for going against this lifestyle. And what really frustrated me and upset me was that these were my people perpetuating drug culture and getting mad at me for calling it out.
Yeah.
And it's so many things to be angry about. And these are one of the things to like push against, but because there's so many people that are for this, they're not mad about people writing bills to jail, put you in jail for life and things like that. No, that's not what you're mad about. You're mad for people speaking up against a drug culture that is harming us.
Right.
It's killing children. It's killing babies. A baby was shot last week in a drive-by, and no one was outraged.
Yeah, nobody cares.
But they were outraged for me speaking against drug culture and putting a trap house in a neighborhood where people live.
Yeah.
And I don't understand it. And so for the black people that watch this channel and y'all mad at us for liking a white man speaking the truth, truth comes in many forms, okay? It does not matter. And he is doing something that no one else is doing, like it or not. I don't understand how y'all can see one aspect of things and not the other, okay? So make it make sense for me. Don't come at me with this racism bullshit. Excuse my language, because I'm upset. Don't come at me with that. Do better.
Yeah. Anyway, guys, we want to go ahead and continue our Tom MacDonald journey. Leave your suggestions down below where we should go next. So we hope you enjoyed this reaction going back, starting at the beginning of Tom MacDonald's catalog.
I'm mad.
Well, yeah, but we're gonna keep things going. This is gonna be interesting and fun. All right, like, share, and subscribe, guys. We'll see y'all later. Peace.